thoughts about touching new money. I'm having rich dreams. Know everything ain't what it seems. I had to get in by any means. Came from the bottom, I'm straight out the gutter. Can't show no love, but got love for my brothers. Yeah, we gonna whoa whoever. By the way, we gonna whoa whoever. I'm having a whole lot of thoughts about touching new money. I'm having rich dreams. Know everything ain't what it seems. I gotta get it by any means. Came from the bottom, I'm straight out the gutter. Can't show no love, but got love for my brothers. Yeah, we gonna whoa whoever. By the way, we gonna whoa whoever. Time going forward, and I'm only getting older. My old friends heated, I shoulder, cost shoulder. Get to the money.
Yo, what up, though? Welcome to another episode of A Don's Talk. I'm your host, ShawnDon, of course. Before we get into this episode, I need everybody to like, comment, subscribe, share. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I greatly do appreciate that. Here today, I got a special guest, man. My man Zay up in the building. A person that's handling his business. A young dude that's really doing his things and teaching others. My dude Zay up in the building. I appreciate you for coming through, man. How you feeling today?
Shit, I feel great, man. We gotta keep working, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, let's get straight into it, though, man. What part of town are you from?
So I grew up in Cleveland Heights.
Uh-huh.
Kind of went to a few different schools after that, but majority of my life I spent it in Cleveland Heights.
Like up until when?
Until like 7th, 8th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of like bounced from a couple different schools. My mom we ended up leaving Cleveland Heights, moved out to Bedford and shit. So went out there for a couple years, then moved to Maple. So moved to the A for a couple years. So I kind of was like, I've been bouncing all over this motherfucker for a minute. So yeah.
So just for the people who don't know, man, what you do for a living?
So I'm a real estate investor. I guess a real estate investor, a wholesaler.
Okay.
I'm going to combine the two. So I teach people and I also teach people how to wholesale. So real estate, been doing it for 5 years. 2018 is when I started.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I've been doing that ever since.
What made you want to be an entrepreneur, bro?
Oh, I actually just posted a video today on Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh,
so,
shit, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki. So I picked up that book. My nigga Sheldon, one of my closest friends, we was in the shop 5 years ago this month. He was just in barber school and shit. And I went in there, he was cutting my hair. And he had a book sitting on his little shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he was like, you know, my dad gave me this book. And rest in peace, his dad actually passed away.
Oh, wow.
But his dad gave him the book, like, yeah, man, you need to read this. His ass never read it.
Right.
So I'm going there, we chopping it up. So I'm asking, like, bro, what's that book? Like, I was just curious. He ended up giving me the book. Man, I went home, I read that shit for a whole weekend.
Yeah.
And so what was crazy about the whole story was that I read it. And so what he was explaining in the book was about like stocks and real estate and investments and making money with, you know, no money down there and just all these different things. So I'm just kind of curious at the time. I'm like, man, I ain't got no money. I ain't really got shit at the time. So I'm just trying to figure out like how I would even get into something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I Googled some dude, Anthony Edwards or some shit came up on YouTube, like buy properties with no money or credit.
Right.
And that's when Wholesaler came about. And so I just ever since then, man, I've been locked into that shit.
So do you do it up under like your name?
I do it under my LLC.
What's
So
your LLC?
yeah, Heights Property Group.
Okay. How you come up with that?
With my name?
Yeah, your business.
Honestly, I got like 7 different LLCs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's like I got my son middle name as one of my companies. I got just crazy. I got a Marvel Investment, my middle name. Like I got a couple different just companies that I kind of make it around me. So yeah.
So you coming across that book, that kind of like opened your eyes up and shit. So what was like the vision? I mean, once you had that vision of knowing you wanted to pursue this,
right.
What was like some steps you had to start that though?
First, just doing it. Like just really just getting out there. Like, you know, niggas be procrastinating.
Oh, for sure.
You can say I want to do something and 6 months down the line you still ain't did nothing.
Right.
All you did was just read some books, some YouTube shit, drop down some shit on your paper or whatever, but you ain't actually did nothing to put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So how much did you have to start?
Nothing.
So what did you ain't need nothing still?
I still ain't need it, bro. At the time, nigga, what I'm trying to tell, at the time, I was with my BM, nigga, no whip, no just shit, really just in a really crazy place at the time. I left my job, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So just was like, I gotta figure this shit out. This it. Like, I looked at it like, this is the only thing that I'm gonna do. Cause I've seen the route of all the other different routes. Obviously, I can go hop outside and do some stupid shit.
But who wanna do that?
Who wanna do that? But how much time and energy I gotta put into that and all the shit that I gotta go through. Obviously, you from the city, you know what's going on. So, you know which way that go.
Absolutely, jail to jail, for sure.
You know which way that goes. So, it was like, nah, I ain't, family around here, brothers, dad, all that shit. I'm just tired of even, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, no, I gotta figure this out. There's some legal shit, there's some shit that's actually, I can help people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can make some money in the process. Let me do this. Let me figure out how this work. And I'm gonna lock into that. And ever since then, I've been just zoned into that.
Okay. So like, I see a lot of this shit on the internet where motherfuckers just be like, you don't need no money, no credit.
Right.
You don't need it, but you need something. You feel me? People always say you don't really need a lot of money to start, but say they need $2,000-3,000 to start. That's a difference from saying no money and you having some money though. So you know what I mean? I'm going from literally not having nothing. What was like your first actual step? Was like, how did you even get into really wholesaling? So to a person that's sitting on the couch right now and ain't got shit. What did you
so my first thing, I actually just got up and, so it's crazy what I do now. So I teach people how to wholesale MLS properties. So back then, when I first got started, I hopped on the internet, figured out where I could find some houses for sale. So Zillow popped up, Redfin popped up. So they had a bunch of houses for sale. So I'm just calling the agents and shit. The real estate agent is somebody who worked for the seller.
Absolutely.
So if somebody who own the house, they hire somebody to help them sell it. So I'm talking to agents like, yeah, I'm looking to buy your property and wholesale it and all that. And so at the time, wasn't nobody really fucking with me. But I ended up going on Zillow, and it's a selection in the filter that it say for sale by owner. So like, you can call you own a crib, I'll call you directly. Hey, I'm in blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to buy your house, cash, whatever the case may be. So I end up Caledonia, like a few streets down. So, I actually see, I see him every blue moon too, fat dude. He, see him every now and then. He owned a duplex on that street. So his house was listed on the site and shit. So I ended up calling him like, yeah, I'm an investor, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to buy your house. Not really knowing what I'm doing, not really knowing none of the lingo. He's like, all right, cool. He had it for sale for like 35, I think. 35, something like that. So I ended up talking him down to 25. So I talked him down to 25. I reached out to this white boy named Chase. I got him on like Facebook or something. I'm like, yeah, I got this duplex. I'm trying to sell it for 35. He come see it. He ain't really like it or something like that. Something was the case. So one day I'm driving down the street. I forgot. Hold
up, wait. I know this episode is getting really good, but today's episode is sponsored by Life's a Gamble, ZayGot1000Doors Clothing. Have you guys want to check out our merch yet? Well, you can do so while watching this episode right now. I'm going to leave the description down at the bottom, but we got our new dad hats, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you need, we got. It's a story that everybody can relate to, so you might as well go ahead and cop one for yourself or for a friend, though. But we greatly appreciate it. Hit the link, cop some merch.
What's Euclid? Euclid EC. So I see a sign, and y'all be seeing that, like the signs in the streets that like we buy houses cash and shit on the little post. So I call one of the numbers, like, yeah, I'm an investor. I got this property for sale. I'm trying to sell it. And it's end up being another person like me, another wholesaler, basically. So he like, all right, I got an investor who might want to buy, blah, blah, blah. We end up selling that shit to him. 35.
Oh, shit, right.
So we end up breaking the bread down the middle. And that was it. So
you saw the dollar and you was like,
man, what I saw that wire hit my account. The first time I ever seen a wire, even knew what a wire was. Saw that wire hit my account. I'm like, oh yeah, this it. Like, this it. And so from that point on to up until now, man, I'd have done over 100 deals. No bullshit. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I got receipts for everything. So I don't need to make this shit sound better than what it is. Like, this is really something that I've been doing for the last 5 years. So, and it's a grind. You feel me? Trust, do not think for 1 second that it's not a grind and you're going to fuck up. And you're going to have periods where it's a lot of ups and downs in this shit too.
Like anything.
So it's just one of those things where I tell all my students, everybody, just stay even keeled. Try to just keep working every day. I don't care if you you know what I'm saying, you do something for an hour a day.
Yeah.
That's still something better than nothing. You're just not
Absolutely.
doing anything. So
like, when you in the beginning, did you have like an LLC? Or
no. So I
did
did
you
it
have
on my name.
Did you put it on the contract and shit too, or you just was like, how did you put it on the contract?
Yeah. So
You
I put
did?
under contract in my name. So I
Okay.
put it in my name, and then later down, talk to somebody, just because that's as you get into this shit, you're gonna start to meet new people, and they're gonna give you different game and different advice about how you can structure it, because there's people that doing this for years. So dude told me like, nah, man, put your LLC for tax purposes.
Absolutely.
You getting all that money sent to your personal name, the IRS gonna kick your ass.
For sure.
So my first year I made $80K wholesaling property.
Oh, that's what's up.
Feel
Man.
me? So my very first year I started in March. By the end of I think January, I was at like 80K.
Yeah, that's
my first year being an entrepreneur, my first year in any type of making money on my own type shit. And I've been working my whole life since 17 to that point. I started when I was 21. So from that point on, well, 20 going into 21, but from that point on, I've been working. So I never knew how to get no money like that. You know what I mean? So
what was like your what was you doing for as work?
So I was doing like a bunch of bullshit, like factories. And my thing is I could never keep a job. Like,
Oh, for sure.
I'll work for a month straight, 2 months straight, then I'm gone.
Yeah.
Blow my whole bag while I'm there too. Not
Yeah.
saving no money. Like, even to this day, I'm shitty at saving money. But nigga, that whole time, nigga, just I was not feeling it. Every 2 months I had a new job.
Man,
So
that working shit is not for everybody.
yeah, no, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Like the worst fear of mine was thinking about like, damn, I gotta work till I'm 65.
Yeah.
And I'm 22 and I'm tired right now.
Funny story about that. So I'm working at this place called Wholesaler Consoling.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
And so one night, just random night, and I worked third shift, so 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Boy, listen. So look, I go in there and shit. So just it's like 3 a.m. I sit down, do the little shit. A lot of it was easy too. We sit down the whole time, fucking with the shit. So Oleg comes sit next to me. We sitting there talking. He like, yeah, man, I've been here. I don't know why the conversation came up about how long you been there. Like, I've been here for 30 years. So something clicked in my head, like, nigga, I'm 20 at the time, like something like that. Yeah, I'm 20 at the time. This nigga like 39, 40, some shit.
Damn.
So I'm like, oh no, he older than that.
Right.
He way older than that. So he just like, yeah, I've been here 30 years and some shit.
Just cool
So
with it.
I'm just like thinking to myself, like, man, hell no.
Hell no.
So I ended up that same night, I got up, left, and literally never came back. Like I told supervisor, like, yeah, I don't feel good. My stomach hurt or some shit. Never came back. Quit. It was a good job too, bro. Like, if anybody know about Slave Park, them niggas pay good.
For sure. You just gotta be there.
You just gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get you some good little cheese out of there. I know a lot of people ran up some money out of there. So
for sure.
you gonna get you some money, but it was just the fact that I'm not about to be doing this shit for 30 years, bro. That's just not what I'm
12
about to be
hours
doing.
like that.
12 hours like that. Hell no. Nigga, I'm going to work from Sunday to Thursday, getting off on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
I'm getting off on Friday, trying to stay up the whole day. Nigga, I was just up the whole night.
Right.
So I'm trying to stay up the whole day because I'm not about to go home and go to sleep.
Right.
Man, I only got 2 days to chill.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to be up. So for 2 days straight, I'm up. Then got to start the whole process over Sunday. So I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me. You feel me? And I tell people all the time, there's nothing wrong with working a job. Everybody got to work for somebody. So everybody came, we always run around here talking about everybody trying to be a boss and all this. Niggas ain't not even really fit for that, that role. So it's okay to get up under somebody, learn from them, be a number 2, be a number 3, figure out where you can add value. Number 2s make millions too.
Absolutely.
Number 3s make millions too. Like, you feel me? Like, everybody, we still get a bag regardless. It's just, you don't have to take on that responsibility as a leader all the time. And everybody don't fit that role. So
everybody definitely, bro. Yeah. So I gotta ask, man, did you ever think about quitting?
Man, I think about quitting every day.
Right.
I thought about quitting this morning. For real. Like, man, it's not, man, I'm telling you, this shit, it look good. Socials, the YouTube, all it. Oh yeah, it look good for sure. It definitely, and it is good. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you it's not good. Making money. Man, my highest deal so far is $66,000.
Oh, that's cool.
Of one deal. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I know the possibilities. I know you feel me? It's people out here making hundreds and hundreds of thousands a month off of just this strategy alone.
Sure.
So I know for a fact what it can do for you. Any person. I don't care if you a mama, got 3 kids, you know, single dad, whatever, in your 50s, 40s, whatever. Like you at any given point, you know, it don't have no age discriminations, no race, no nothing that. You can just figure out how to make. I know 18-year-olds in this shit running up a bag.
Yeah, for sure.
For real, like seriously though, like really making some money off of this. So, I mean, it's just really about your mindset and how you look at it. You know what I'm saying?
So you say you got a class and shit, right?
Yeah.
How many people in your class?
It's 57.
Damn, so you telling me you teaching 57 people how to do this shit?
Yeah, it's like 57. Yeah, it's like new people joining every day, and I got people like, so it's a combination of people in Cleveland. I got some people in Texas, Dallas, Houston. I got this boy in California, some people in Chicago, Boston, and that's really it. So I got like a few different people around.
So so somebody watching this episode, how would they be able to get in contact with you about your class?
So you can DM me, ZayGot1000Doors. I'm always pretty much active on there pretty much all the time. And then I send out like a blueprint. My assistant, she be helping me out too, with just sending out blueprints to people who looking to join and how to sign up and all this stuff. And we meet up pretty much weekly, Wednesdays and Sundays in person. We got 2 spots. We got one in Ohio City, and then we got one in Beechwood. So we just kind of bounce back and forth between the two. And then we do Zoom. Like I said, I got people out of state, so they can't pull up. So I do online stuff for the people that's maybe, you know, can't move around, and might gotta sit still. So it give value to them too, so they could get the same basically information that I'm giving for the people that pull up in person.
So how much is one of your classes?
It's $200 to join one time. Like
that's it.
That's it. Like,
$200 to make you X amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So
that's it.
That's crazy, man. So what did your failures teach you
though? Shit. The fact that I still fail every day, it's just one of those things that I'm a resilient ass nigga.
For sure.
Man, listen, I'm a resilient nigga.
You gotta be an entrepreneur, man.
One thing about it, I can have whatever today and lose it all tomorrow, and I'm still be all right.
Absolutely.
Because I know for a fact that this was all built off my grind and determination. You know, I love my mama, love my daddy, but them niggas ain't, hey, Zay, here you go, $50K to get your business started, buy your crib, get your life going. Nah, it wasn't like that. And they love me, love them to death. You feel me? Ain't no hard feelings about it, but just I wasn't as fortunate enough to get started. So all this shit really built off me grinding on the phone every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like I'm on the phone every day creating that next opportunity, that next deal. So I ain't really tripping on losing or, you know, something don't work out. I get deals all the time that don't work out, you know. 20K in a pot, vanish out of nowhere just because of some shit happened where it just don't work out. So I get used to that so much that it's just, you know, it is what it is. If it work out, great. If it don't, it don't. But my preparation and me working every day, see, people be talking about luck. I don't really believe in luck.
I don't either, bro.
Luck is some bullshit. Luck is either you blessed or you not. I was at church yesterday, and that's what, you either blessed or you not, period. It ain't no luck. You know, I don't know what luck is. It's either you get up and grind or you don't
have it.
If you grind enough and long enough, it might pop. It may not work the first month, may not work the 6 months, first year, first 5 years, but you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Just like your platform here, bro. 6 months from now, we probably gonna be in I know we're gonna be in a whole different conversation.
No, for sure.
A year from now, we're gonna be in a whole different conversation. This is gonna blow up into something completely you didn't even probably imagine that it was gonna blow up to.
No, for sure.
But you grinded. You know what I'm saying? So and you believe. Rather, I believe it. Anybody in here believe it. You believe this shit.
Bro.
And that's all that matters. So that's how I look at it. How I go about my day-to-day life is that I don't really care if nobody believe what I'm doing. I know this shit gonna work.
Yeah, sure.
I'm dead ass serious. I know this shit gonna work. So
I
ain't really tripping on, you know, the failures and shit not working or nobody believing in it. It is what it is.
No, facts, bro. Man, that's crazy. That's exactly how I live, bro. So what artists do you listen to keep you motivated or, you know what I mean, give you a push whenever you need it?
So it's crazy because lately I've been like cutting out music.
Oh yeah?
So I ride in the podcast. I listen to straight podcasts. So like Jay Shetty, the Indian bro. So Jay Shetty, $1 million worth of game. We was talking about that before. What else? Them like kind of like my main two right now. I got a real estate podcast that I listen to, bigger pockets.
Yeah.
So I got like 3 or 4 podcasts that I listen to every day, but I try to I cut out a lot of music because I don't really like hearing all that shit all the time.
Okay.
It's cool, you feel me, when you in your mood, but for the most part, when you locked in throughout your day, you want to be locked in. You don't want to be. Music can be kind of, you know what I'm saying? It can have you it could have you up or it can have you down.
Absolutely.
Like one of the two. So I'd rather just be in my even keel space. Podcast gonna have me, all right, what's next? We gotta be thinking of some shit. Not only just for business, but just my life in general.
Right.
Feel me? Like I'm a real person, you know what I'm saying? I want to take on real responsibilities as a man should. You feel me? You shouldn't be looking for nobody to do anything for you or give you anything or expect anything from nobody. You gotta create your own. You gotta create your own shit. So I just gotta be in that headspace, and that's just why I like listening to podcasts.
Well, what you think is most important when running the business? Mental healthness, faith, or ambition?
Shit, all 3. Man,
You had to pick one though.
I say faith.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta believe it.
I knew
You gotta believe it. If like I said, if nobody else believe it, you gotta believe it. Yo, everybody got around you think you crazy as shit for what you thinking about and what you believing about. They gotta think you retarded. Like, yeah, this nigga something wrong with him.
Right.
Because what is he talking about? Like, why he trying to do this or do that?
Who you think he is?
Who he think he is? It's just you just gotta expect that, and that's the only way I look at it is having faith. That knowing that, nigga, again, you lock in the lab every day. I look at anything. I play sports growing, you hoop growing up. So it's like when you think back on that time. The niggas that was raw, what they was doing in the gym all the time. Everybody that I look back on when I was younger, playing basketball, being teammates with, damn, how he the star player, or how he get all the minutes, or how he do all this. Because every time I look at this nigga, he in the gym working. Feel me? Like always in the gym working. And now looking at it, this, you know, at this point in my life, it's like that's how you get great at shit. Absolutely. Being great at working. You feel me? So you're not just gonna. It's not just gonna happen for you just because you a nice. It's a lot of nice ass people out here. Right. Really nice, cool, genuine people. They still ain't nowhere that they want to be in life. Not because they assholes or they mean. It's just they ain't got the work ethic. Yeah. That's literally it. So that's what separates you from the rest of the pack is having a work ethic and having that faith that you gonna get this shit. You gonna get this shit for sure. It's without a doubt.
Do you think you need a team to be successful?
Yeah, for sure. You need a team to be successful. But you still gotta have, you just gotta have a certain like just willpower about yourself that regardless if the team ain't gonna do nothing, you gonna do it.
Absolutely.
So you still gotta always be in, I gotta get this done. Of course you build the perfect team around you because they gonna help you elevate for sure. You ain't gonna get nowhere really far by yourself.
Absolutely.
You don't need a team, but at the same time, LeBron, he's got a team, but he know when it's time to, all right, I gotta get us to the, you feel me, the finish line. Kobe, I gotta get us to the finish line. Yeah. Feel me? Like Jay-Z, I gotta get us to the finish line because this on me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I built this with all my hard work and dedication, so I ain't gonna let it I'll be damned if I let it crumble just because I don't got some of the right teammates around me. Either these things about to be swapping out, whatever the case may be, but
or I'll be back there doing that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I think you need a team. You know, in the beginning, it's all you, because you know you don't want to know what you want to do.
For sure.
But as time go on, when more shit get overwhelming, because the back end work is a lot in itself. People don't see. People just see like the front.
For sure.
You know what I mean? They don't see they just see us right now podcasting.
For sure.
But they don't see all amount of time editing, making sure shit fit. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, with the marketing behind it, all that. You know what I mean? The socials and shit. People don't see that type of shit though. Yeah. So
it's all a grind. It's all content. Even something I'm learning about content.
Right.
Like content is a grind.
Absolutely.
Content is a grind. Like I didn't even the right contact. Of course, of course you gotta provide the right information to people. You can't be out here saying no bullshit. But at the same time, content is a grind. Absolutely. You gotta come up with your ideas. You gotta come up with resonate with the people with something that's gonna be. You know, I'm not gonna say you base your whole shit off of trying to make somebody buy into it or make somebody like feel what you're saying, but at least you know it's authentic and it's some real shit the average nigga about, you know what, that is some real shit, bro.
Absolutely.
Just said. He ain't saying no bullshit.
Right.
I see if he got on here saying some bullshit, then I ain't trying to hear it. But if I really listen to it, he said some bull. He said some real shit. So I can tap into that. But that's a grind still. That's not nothing that is anybody can do it. It takes some real work to do that. So
Do you remember the time when it was like clicking for you? It was like, okay, this is my lane for sure.
yeah.
You remember that exact time?
Shit, right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, right now. Right now it's clicking for me. Right now it's my lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done went through some little hiccups, family shit, you know, personal shit. I got a son. So over the last year, it's been a little crazy with just that. You know, my little nigga got sick and shit. So he good now. He back to 1,000%. So that kind of knocked me off a little bit. I ended up moving to Dallas last year. So I've been kind of back and forth between here and there. So, yeah, it's just been crazy, bro. It's just been a lot going on. So, but hell yeah, I'm still at peak status. I'm still, no matter what's going on, I'm always working. You feel me? No matter what's going on. So I'm good.
So who or what inspired you?
You know, so funny, who inspired me? Like I feel like anybody that inspired me or it has inspired me, I got hip to Nipsey like 2017.
Right.
Nipsey Hussle. That was like when I first got hip to him. He'd been out long before that.
Yeah.
But that was somebody that I like really got inspired by. I flew out to LA, went to the store, saw that shit when he was alive. Like, and just seeing that, like, I don't know, of course I don't know dude, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, whatever. But at the same time, just from a distance, like seeing like somebody, you know, where their environment that they come from and how they can grow up out of that and make something out of that. Yeah. That's dope. A lot of people wallow. Yeah. Wallow, like, man, wallow is that's like, wallow is like, if anything out the day, out of a 7-day week, it's probably not one day I don't listen to a wallow video.
Right. And if you're on Instagram, you gotta see it.
You gotta post
that motherfucker so much.
Listen, that's great, but I'm just still, it's outside of him posting the message behind his podcast. What he be saying, like, it's real shit that people gotta really listen to. Because if you don't, like, bro, it should be, niggas be out here lost, bro. Like, really be lost. Because not that it ain't nothing to do out here in the world or it's not enough money to make. It's just the fact that niggas be in just the wrong environments, don't really know they self. Niggas be losing they self off just, shit, all my niggas do this, let me do it. Right. They ain't really you, though. Right. So that's why I like who I am and what I'm doing, because it's really me. Yeah, I'm a businessman. I'm on some cheese shit. I ain't trying to be on no gang shit. I ain't trying to be on none of that. I don't pretend like it. You never be around me and you see me acting like something that I'm not. I'm always me. I'm trying to get some bread. So if it ain't really involved in that, then I'm cool. And I'm open with saying that around anybody. I don't care if I'm in the toughest neighborhood, around the toughest niggas in the world. Bro, I'm not on that.
Man, you the same, bro.
You feel me? Like, that's just me. Like, I don't care. And you can look at it how you want to look at it. That's cool. But I know, you feel me? When that time comes, when I do get to that place or whatever it is I'm aiming for, I'm gonna know that it was worth having the mindset, having the grind that I had, because I knew that it could have went left by being associated with the wrong type of people. And that's what you see every day. Niggas doing life right now, not because they bad people, not because they was fucked up. It's just in the wrong environments, dealing with the wrong people, having the wrong people push into their ear that, nigga, that's not even you, bro.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Speaking of, since we on that subject, man, all the young dudes that's watching this shit, it's okay to not be a street person. It's okay not to sell drugs, man. Find yourself, know yourself, so you won't get caught up. I've been seeing people go to jail since I was 15 years old, just from being in places that they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Or just from hanging around people that for sure is not them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of the persons where I always like, hell no, like, I ain't doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter the pressure, you know what I mean? Just leave the situation, though, because that shit hang your ass. Ain't no fun being locked up, though, for the rest of your life.
We're dead.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
So what? No girls? Listen, I like girls. You feel me? Like, I like girls. So I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hang with the bros and all that is cool, but I'm with you feel me? Like, I'm with my girl. Like, I'm chilling. I ain't trying to be in a mix like that. Like, I'm trying to chill, lay low. So that's just my natural personality. I've been like that, but at the same time, it's just like, now being grown, like, you see, like, now that you've grown, it'd be like, damn, when I was young, this such and such wasn't even on that type of time.
Right.
Now we grown, now we
Yeah.
on that type of time. And it's like, damn, bro, like, I see about the guy. I know guys really been like that since kids. And all right, bro, I respect it. You got longevity, consistency. You got all the qualities. You got all the qualities that to that fit that role that you play. So I ain't mad at you. But for you to, you feel me, wait till you 21 or 22 to start now being in that type of life, it's just like, come on, man, you could have did that 10 years ago.
Yeah, motherfuckers reinvent themselves.
Yeah, like,
it's crazy.
It ain't that deep. It's not that deep at all. So
speaking of, you know what I mean, you in your classes, though, you've been doing it for 5 years. How long have you been teaching folks?
So it's funny because I've been teaching since last July.
Oh, yeah?
July, like June, July.
What made you do that?
So somebody was telling me about it. Somebody that I know, that also got a mentorship and shit as well. And so I was seeing it, and it was like, man, you should really do it. And so I did it, and then I kind of like, I had a couple people sign up, got things going, then I kind of fell back from it for a little bit because I'm like, I don't really know if I really want to do this. But I had these people already, so I'm like, no, I gotta stick it up. And then like a couple months ago, like I say December, I met my bro Reese. He from Philly, so born and raised in Philly. He live in Philly right now. So I met him on Instagram. Like saw one of his posts. I'm gonna share his post with you too, so you see what I'm talking about. But I saw one of his posts. He from Philly, nigga from completely two different worlds.
Right.
So I ended up chopping up when I flew out there the next day. Like literally, like got on the phone when he gave me his number, shot me his number. We got on the phone, talked for like 2 hours. Shot out there the next day. Was out there for the weekend, kicking it with him, just seeing what he out there doing and his movement and stuff. And this is a person that I'm like, damn, okay, he got a class as well, a community that he teaching people how to do it. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, this nigga, and Reese a year younger, Reese 25, I'm 26. So I'm like, damn, okay, I see what bro doing. I'm fucking with it. And so that just inspired me to like get back, I gotta ramp it up with what I got going on. And so from that point on, man, it's just, I just been new people coming in every day. Neo be there, he see who be there and what type of rooms we be in. So with these investors that we know, these people that got millions of dollars, you feel me, that invest, that's the average person wouldn't know. Absolutely. He could, you know what I'm saying? Foreign guy, white, you know what I mean? Like regular black guy, like you don't even know that he like that, but have a conversation to him and see how many properties he owns, see what he into. Man, these people is very well off in life. So to have conversations with them and for my students to even be interacting with them, that's like, that shit be having me feeling amazing. No, you feel me? And for my boy Sappho to close this first deal, one of the students, close this first deal, that shit just was like, damn, man, like, you really can help people out here. You really can help people. Like, yeah, of course, I gotta get the bag, but at the same time, it's just the fact that you can still help somebody. Like, nigga might be, man, I'm tired of this job, I'm ready to quit, like I was 5 years ago. And so now you in a position where you fuck that job. Right. You're gonna make your own 50K in a month. You know what I'm saying? In a month, not a year, a month. I got students who, damn, man, you made my salary in a month, 2 months. You feel me? And that's like, damn, man, you go to work for, 8 hours, 12 hours a day and
for a year,
and you still made that in a year, and I did that in a month, 2 months, So it's just like, that's mind blowing to people sometimes, and I feel like everybody should know how to do it. I'm not hiding no game, I'm not hiding no resources, I'm not hiding shit. Anybody who I've done business with or made some money with or an opportunity with, I've shared it to everybody a part of my community. So it's like, I'm cool with that. Like I ain't tripping on nobody else getting the baton and go ahead and do it. It's all about
work ethic though, for real.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
You get a motherfucker the game, everybody ain't gonna do it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So that's
sure.
That's all that shit boils down to though.
For sure.
What's like a phrase that you kind of like stick to keep you moving?
Shit, it can't rain every day and the sun won't shine every day.
Right.
So it can't rain every day, so you might go through the darkest times. It might be fucking going through hell, but it just can't rain every day. The sun gotta come out at some point.
Right, got that shit tighter than no cap.
Sun gotta come out. It just gotta come out. So you gotta be able to, all right, bet if I'm in a rough patch right now, all right, this shit cool. I'll be all right. I ain't dying. That's like one thing I tell nigga, you ain't dying. You all right, bro? You're not dead.
Right.
You're not dead. So if you ain't dead, you still got this breath you breathe. You feel me? Like you still good. Your kids still. Everybody. All right, bro. You good, bro. You just keep moving, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so that's like something that I plan in my head that no matter what's going on outside, you know, and I know especially with the socials can really like have you spinning. You can have your head all the way fucked up, and you just got to be able to. That's why that self-awareness and just that mental health is strong. Because if you don't know yourself and you ain't prepared to deal with your world versus trying to focus on somebody else's world, you're gonna be fucked up in the head.
Absolutely.
You're gonna be fucked up in the head. Your bank account gonna be fucked up. Everything gonna be fucked up because you're not strong enough to know. Hey, even if that person is truth or fake, whatever, I ain't gotta worry about that. I gotta try to figure out what I'm trying to do with my life. Cause me getting to where I want to get to was far more important than me trying to worry about what Don doing,
right?
What Neo doing, what Bro doing. Like
keep putting that effort getting going.
I gotta be doing that to myself. Not saying that I ain't gonna show love and support and make sure that hey, I'm gonna push bro shit and you know what I'm saying, I'm happy for him. But at the end of the day, I can't worry about what y'all niggas doing every day. For sure. That just don't. It ain't gonna get me nowhere. So I like to just focus on what I'm trying to do and where I gotta go.
Absolutely, bro. I had one of my friends I bumped into. He was, I don't know how we even got to talking about that. He was like, man, I can't wear that shit. I'm like, shit, bro. You look afraid to take a picture and shit. He like, no. I'm like, shit, you should. He was like, I already wear this outfit. I'm like, nigga, please, all that shit. You just stay with your own self and stop worrying about this internet shit.
Nigga, listen, I wear the same outfit for 4 days straight.
You feel me? Right.
4 days straight. I made some racks during that period. Though. So
exactly,
I don't give a fuck about that. That don't mean nothing to me.
I just look at that shit. I'm like, damn, that nigga mindset is gone.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, what's in store for you in the future though?
So I am going to build a multi-million-dollar real estate company. It's not there yet, but I'm going to build that. I'm going to set up a lot of things for generations to come. For my kid, his kids, if I have more kids, whatever the case may be, they're gonna be well set off.
You gonna stay in the whole? Excuse me, my fault. No, you gonna stay in the wholesale bracket or
real
estate, or you gonna move to like the other part?
The thing about that, not to go, bro. The thing about that, is that with the wholesale space, wholesaling is nothing but just a way that you build up some money. Yeah. So once you build up enough money, you go ahead and invest it. So you build up whatever, 100K. 500, whatever. You go ahead and invest that. Yeah. Now you go buy you some houses, go buy you some land, go buy you some buildings or something. And so you just keep that same rhythm going. So every time you run up some money, go invest it. Run up some money, go invest it. So that's why it keep your money longevity for a long period of time. And then at the same time, you start building wealth too. Because you gonna invest 50K, you didn't lose 50K, you just invested it. So it may not be in your hand, but it's just in a house, in a building. So at any given point, if you fucked up and you gotta go get some money, you go sell that. It might get a higher profit. So you might get your 50 plus another 20, 30. Yeah. So you might get 80 versus if you get the 50, go blow the 50, now it's nothing. Right. You have no 50 no more. It's over with. So that's one thing I've learned in this bit, because man, trust me, when I first got started in it, man, that shit was going. Like I'm meaning like I was getting the money, but it was going out very, very fast. Like
it's like you get it, it's going.
nigga, listen, 20K here today, that shit is gone by tomorrow. Just because I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. I'm trying to do this. That's just how it is, and I'm still to this day learning how to micromanage money of that lump sum, because getting money of that lump sum consistently and all the time is dangerous, especially for a young kid or young whoever, or you an older adult, whatever, who never had money like that consistently coming in, it can fuck you up, bro.
Absolutely, because you get that mindset like, I'm about to make this shit right back.
I'm about to make it right back, so I can go ahead and spend it. But I'll go ahead and spend it on dumb shit. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that, bro, and that's just not the mind. I done made 10K so many times, like in one transaction, that I've had to understand that, okay, bro, this is, you got bills, you got responsibilities, shit like that. You can't just think that. You gotta think for the future, bro. Because right now it's gonna pass. It's gonna pass. You're gonna get this money, you're gonna blow it, and then now what? Right. Now you gotta go hustle and get it again. Not saying you can't do it, I'm not saying your hustle is saying that you can't do it, but it's just the fact that you want to build. You want to start learning how to build.
Like,
feel me? So
like you don't know if you're gonna get it again.
You don't know if you're gonna get it again. You don't. So that's why like a year ago I ended up creating this like cash reserve account for myself and then my son. So where it's money that I can't touch. So that
up until like a certain time period or something?
Up to a certain time period for him.
Oh shit.
You feel me? So it's nothing about me. It's him. So it's shit that I can't touch. So once he gets to a certain age, all the money that I saved and put into that account is his. So you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, at that point he'd be fine. You feel what I mean? So,
what age you got it at, if you don't mind me asking?
it's like two something. Like any like two.
No, not the amount.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like what age is he able to touch it?
Oh, like 18.
Oh yeah. How old is he right now?
3.
Oh, he got a little. He gonna have that some bands.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So it's but I started that last year. Mm-hmm. So I honestly started that last year, and I wish I would have did it when I first got into it.
Right.
But I didn't have no kid at the time. So I'm like, why would I? Yeah, I got my kid 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first kid.
So like we in our mid-20s going to our late 20s and shit. It was hard. I know like in the early 20s, figuring out what the fuck we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? What advice would you give to somebody that's around that age, that's 19 to like 23, that's trying to find themselves?
I say, man, educate yourself. Figure out what worked for you.
Yeah.
Figure out who you are. Every day I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck am I. Like, educate yourself. Really take time out to educate you. Step away from the hoes for a minute. Step away from your bros. Step away from your family. Step away from everybody for a minute. Figure out the best time I have sometimes is by myself.
Absolutely, bro.
Like, I should be crazy. You go kick it out at night, have fun, do that third. It'd be fun, but then you like, did I really enjoy that? Really. Like, it was fun. It was cool, but it wasn't nothing that. But then I go by myself and just chill by myself for a day. Go take myself out to eat, take myself shopping, take myself this, take myself that. By myself the whole time. Yeah. And I would actually enjoy the whole day. So I would say just learn how to be by yourself, figuring out who you are, figuring out, you know, what you like, what you don't like, implement new shit that can enhance your business, enhance your money, enhance your life, you know, because niggas dying every day, bro. We not guaranteed none of this. Like, we could leave out here today and it's over with. Mm-hmm. So that's just the reality of it. So you got to be able to be mindful, like, all right, did you live for you or did you live for somebody else? Was your whole life, I was listening, on my way here, listening to a podcast, did you live for you or did you live for somebody else? Did you spend your whole life trying to figure out, how can I live like this other person, or you figured out how can you live like you? How can you be fine with you? It's people out here that's fine with $5,000 a month. Right. Not because they don't want to achieve anything more, but at the end of the day, they fine with that. And they happy with that. Right. You may not be happy with it. I'm not happy with it, but they happy with it. You can't fault that person because they happy with it. Mm-hmm. I may want 500. They might just want 5,000. Right. That's cool. So it's just everybody got their own, you know what I'm saying, what they want for their life. Absolutely. But you got to figure out what you really want for you. And that's like my best advice for any young or old, is just figure out what you want to do for you. Master it. Mm-hmm. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do and what you should do and how you should do it, because 9 times out of 10, they never done shit. Right. So always somebody telling you what you should do that they ain't never done shit. Exactly. How you gonna tell me? You know what I'm saying? Some people, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people you take heed because, all right, bet I see, you feel me, he's in that space, or she in that space to where I can listen to what they're saying. They life is, from what I can see, I don't know behind the doors, but from what I can see to what they share with me, their life is pretty much on point. So I'm a kind of listen to it, but at the same time, still, bro, I'm not. Yeah. I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to sound crazy, but I'm not really listening to what nobody got to say. Absolutely. I don't give a fuck if you said the realest shit in the world. Right. Because that's just I'm not doing that. I got to be able to go through that experience for myself and figure out do it work or it don't work. Because what might not work for you, work for me. Absolutely. What might not work for me, work for you. Sure. So everybody different, and that's the best thing that I can say, is just figure out what you want to do, figure out yourself, and just keep building on that.
Yeah, I'm a champion that too, man, because, you know, I had went through like a phase where I was by myself for like a year. Yeah. You know what I mean? I kind of went through a whole bunch of personal shit, and I really had to sit the fuck down in the dark in my living room for a dinner a year straight and had to like figure out what the fuck I like, what I don't like, what I want to deal with, etc. And really, when you get to these situations, really act on that. Like, you feel me? When you come across situations, women, exactly, certain shit that I just ain't gonna fuck with. You know what I mean? You just, once you know yourself, decisions you just gonna make for sure on your own. And I wanna celebrate, you know what I mean, our wins, bro. I know we young, we kinda like always keep things moving, bro. And I just wanna throw a shot back, bro, just a salute, dog.
Man, what time is it?
12 o'clock somewhere.
12
o'clock somewhere, man. You know, y'all know how we do. We only drink the best on the show. Flow vodka for sure, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.
For
Salute,
sure.
bro.
For sure.